Good morning. I'd just like to give you a, you can keep it if you'd like. Thank you. Thanks to Vern, I've taken on the persona of the glove guy, which is great. I don't know if Vern's here, but thank you very much. Just to give you an idea, I'm from New Zealand. My name's Steve Ardagh. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Eagle Protect. We're known mostly not for the 4 million people, but the 30 million sheep that we run around our hills. I moved with my family to South Lake Tahoe 2 years ago to start this business, and that we started in New Zealand in 2006. 2016 here, and the reason I'm wearing my superhero t-shirt is because we have a plan to save the US food industry one glove at a time within 5 years. So simply what we do, we supply disposable gloves and other clothing to the food industry. But what we do differently than other people is that we go back to the factories, make sure they're safe, we help people use less of these products, less impact, and we keep people safe in terms of foodborne illness, that picture down the bottom. We're doing pretty well. We've had a spike in growth. We've just started selling to the second largest food retailer in the country, which has been good, but it presents other problems. The opportunity here is crazy big. The US uses 228,000 gloves every minute, every day of every year, and 30 billion of these gloves. And I asked Frank to put these on for me as a trial, because what's happened since he's put them on, he started sweating. The environmental bacteria on his hands, and if he didn't wash his hands after the toilet, other bacteria have been growing madly. They've been having rampant sex on his hands in the sweat, and they're now ready to burst out of that glove. And what happens in 25% of cases is that it goes onto somebody's lunch and they get E. coli, foodborne illness. You're not in the business, but there's been a big spike in foodborne illness over the last maybe 3 or 4 years, despite the other technologies that are helping. So we say to people, the shift has hit the fan. I should say too, this glove has been either banned or stopped being used in most other countries in the world. The US, it's the primary glove for food service, mostly because it's cheap. Impact is the new black. One of our new customer that I talked about, I just can't mention their name on video because they don't like to be promoted in that way. We've saved them 1.2 million pounds of waste every year just by changing their glove. Their workers are happier and they're more food safe. The other way we do, we are child labour free certified and B Corp certified, which I'd love to explain to you more. But this is a picture we have up in our office of 2 kids going to school and 5 kids going to work. And so a big part of our work is going back to the factories. What are we after? We've raised 810,000 New Zealand dollars in New Zealand on a convertible note issue. We've just started a debt fund here, and we're most importantly looking for funding, but also we need people who are used to scaling up in the States, have good networks, particularly in the food industry, and strategic business experience. Thank you very much.